Hi everybody, how y'all doing today? Welcome back to my channel. This is Ladybug, and I decided to start working on the butterfly. And so I got it all set up. So all I have to do is start. And I haven't even started. I haven't laid the first drill yet. But I'm getting ready to right now. Okay, let me set this up here so I can. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, hold on. Want to use a like a cover minder. If I can get up underneath it with them. There we go. That way it stays put. Okay. All right. Right now it is like 9:18 in the afternoon, in the evening, and I'm not too sure about the temperature right now. Let me eyeball it and look. All right, so far it says it's 34 degrees. Yeah, it's 34 degrees. And there is a freeze warning out. So that's what we got for today, for tonight. And so we are going to sit here and work on this butterfly. Well, it would help if I get my glasses, wouldn't it? Yeah, we're not going to get far without those, unfortunately. Anyhow, so I hope everybody has had a great day, because it was not bad today. It was pretty. It was a very pretty day, but it was windy and it was very chilly. So so again, I've pretty much stayed indoors, you know. Yeah, I'm listening to a recording of a cello that I've got. And so I hope you don't mind. I am going to turn the volume out just a tad, though. Let's see. Oop, I don't want that. Because I don't want it too loud. And there we go. I think that's good. That's not too loud. Get over there. But yeah, I pretty much have just lazed around, haven't done a whole lot of anything. You know, I put the dishes away, of course, which I always do that. That's a given. And then that's really about it. I did a lot of stitching today. I was working on what I call the silver tree. And it doesn't have a picture to go with it, unfortunately. It has a teeny tiny itsy bitsy thumbnail. And so it's really, really hard to see. But let's see. I'll try to get in close to it, but no guarantees. Okay. Let's see if I can get in close. Hold on. Whoop, there it is. It's what I call the silver tree, and it's on a book. Isn't it pretty? But anyway, that's what I was working on today. So I figured I'd just go ahead and work on that a little. And so that's pretty much what I did today. All I did was cross stitch today. And then I was looking at patterns and trying to find a PDF type pattern, so that way I can find a really, really simple pattern, and also use my the pattern keeper that I uploaded or downloaded to my tablet, and kind of help me to do some counted cross stitch. So far I haven't found anything I'm really gonna, I'm not that, I can find plenty, but I'm not overly, I'm not that ambitious, okay? So I've got to find something really super simple. And so far I haven't found anything yet. But, I mean, I can find all kinds of patterns, okay? Problem is that I am trying to get it on where it's a PDF, to where they can send it to me to my email, and then I can send it from my email to the tablet, to the pattern keeper. And so far I haven't really found anything that I'm interested in. And what I do find is a paper pattern. So I don't know. I'll find one eventually, because I would like to give it a try at least. And the pattern keeper, you get a free month to try it out, right, whether you like it or not. And then if you like it and you want to keep it, then it's a one-time fee of $9 for the program, and you can keep it from now on. And so I would like to get some patterns that are real simple and easy to work with, and to get my hand back into counted. But I can't. Stuck. So anyway, so I'll eventually find one. It just takes time. I have gone to FG Normal and Paint Some Way. I've been that way. Been to AliExpress, but they're all paper patterns. The only place I've found so far that has the PDFs is like 1, 2, 3 Stitch. And then and I haven't really looked any further than that, because I'm not too sure where to look. So if y'all have any suggestions, put it in the comments. I'll check it out. And so anyhow. But this painting is it's nice and sticky, so far. And it looks like it may be as easy as the covered bridge was. So I hope so. Yeah. I know Miss Southern Belle, she started hers a couple of days ago. And so I kitted mine up. a couple of days ago, and then come on. And then I was busy trying to get some other stuff done, and so I didn't start this right away. You know. Mm. Mm. So I hope the music's not too loud. I like listening to cello music. Yeah. Yeah. But most of these are the H's, which is 996 is the DMC number on it. Yeah. And then the other one is, I think it looks like number 1, I think. And that's 120. That's, I bet you that's it's an AB. I'll lay you 100 bet it is, because it's looks like it might be. But anyhow, so yeah, I've got a printer, but it's not hooked up to my laptop, and I haven't used it in quite a while, so more than likely the ink is probably all dried out. So mm, mm, yeah, but I figured I'd work on this a little bit, and then get over there. Trying to straighten it out a little bit, and then later probably go back to cross stitching again when I get tired of doing this. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, but it is a pretty, it's got lots of pretty colors in it. Mm. Yeah, I was going through my other cross stitch patterns and looking to see if I had anything that I could use with the pattern keeper, but unfortunately I don't. So anyhow, I wish they'd make it easy where all you have to do is like scan a barcode or whatever, and boom, there you got the pattern. That'd be so much easier, you know, but it is what it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway. Mm-hmm. I was reading a notification. Sorry about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we got the H's. Yeah, because I don't see any more in this area right here. So let's put this one away and dig out the other. Yeah. All right, that one right there. Yeah. Right there. Number 1. Oh, yeah, it's AB. Just like I thought. Yeah, you can see it's my case that I'm using for the butterfly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it definitely is an AB because it's really shining. So, and the number on this one is code number is 120. So, so anyway, before I sat down, I set myself up a cup of chamomile tea, and so yeah, I got this little cup warmer thing that I keep on the desk, and that way it keeps my cup, my tea warm. Yeah. So that way I can sit here for 45 minutes to an hour, and my cup of tea is still nice and warm. You know. I'm gonna have to get some more wax. Yeah. Been using this red wax instead of the blue or the purple, and it seems to be doing all right. So, yeah, with the ABs, I've had to learn not to press too hard on them, so that way they don't stick to the pen, or it doesn't pull the wax out. So, Yep, get on over there. And back in there. So, the only thing about ABs is that if you press too hard, it'll stick, and then the wax will come out of the tip. You know? There. But yeah, it's been pretty quiet today, you know. And my grandson is at work. So when he's at work, everything gets real quiet, you know. I love him to death, but boy, does he have a mouth on him. But anyway. Two for there. Picked up two by the same time. And so anyway. So when he's out of the house, it's quiet, peaceful. Which works for me. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. This is going pretty quick, really, all things considered. And me being a single placer. So it's going pretty quick. Mm. The only thing I don't like about it is that if you press too hard, okay, then you end up with wax on your painting, okay, and I don't like that. So um, where are you? There it is. I'm after my straightener. That's what I'm after. So I straighten this out a little bit. Boop. Get over there. There we go. Sometimes they get kind of crooked, and so you got to go back and kind of straighten them out a little bit. You know. I notice that they're getting kind of crooked. So we are going to straighten them out. Ouch. Yeah. There. There. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. Yep. Let's see. The Southern Belle is saying happy St. Patrick's Day. I forgot it is St. Patrick's Day, isn't it? That's all right. Mm. And anyhow, and I'm looking for something else to listen to. Let's see. Mm. It says Hebrews 1:1. In the past, God spoke to our ancestors through the prophets at many times and in various ways. It's kind of like Christian music. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And but yeah, I like to listen to classical music and that kind of thing, worship music while I'm working. It's a time of peace and quiet. Yeah. Oop. And so anyhow, yeah, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos today. You know, other people that other creators, you know, other channels, whatever you want to call them. And then I just laid and I was laying down and listening to an audio book, you know. And so, like I said, I didn't do a whole lot. I did a little bit, but not much. You know, just been a nice, quiet, peaceful day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this thing here has got, all right, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 ABs in this particular painting. And then down on the bottom here, I've got, it looks like fairy dust maybe. What is it Z704 and Z3608, right? I'm assuming those are fairy dust. And then you got one here, it's like, it has a 6,000, but I'm not sure what that one is. I don't really know. Can't hurt to look, right? Let's get over here and look. Number 40. Well, I can't really tell. It's a pale blue. So I'm assuming it's just regular. I don't know. It's not as shiny as the others though. So I don't know. But then the last two, 42, this is 41. So this has got to be fairy dust. Yeah, because it's not as shiny as the other. Yeah. So maybe the 6,000 is also fairy dust. Because like I said, it's not as shiny as the others. Okay. Alrighty. Just curious. Anyhow, so. But I think this is going to be a pretty painting when it's done. Yep, yep, yep. Mm. 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 Yeah, I went through, like I said, through my cross stitch patterns and kits and stuff, and then I went through. I have these shelves, okay, and they are uh, like 12-inch by 12-inch cubes, and so anyway, and it's got the little cloth cube thing that goes inside of the shelf on the shelf, and I don't know what they call it anyway. It's some kind of a cube thing, and anyhow, so I had two of those that I went through on the big shelf, and then I've got another one that I need to go through, which is up underneath this other table that I've got here. So figured I'd go through them all and remind me of what I've got in my cross stitch patterns. Excuse me. And so yeah. Mm. Mm. I know one thing, these things sure are shiny the way the light hits them. Oh, come on. There we go. And when the light hits them, boy, they are shining. Mm-hmm. And so, but I don't know if you can see that or not, but see how shiny they are? Look at that. They are very shiny. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I got one of the girls is over here sleeping on my bed. I didn't make my bed today, so it's a mess, and she's curled up in a ball in the blanket, on the blanket. And then the other one is actually sleeping in the closet in a box. Yeah, she likes her boxes. Yeah. And so anyway. For some reason these are not laying straight for some reason. And I'm having a hard time getting them to lay straight. Anyhow. But so Yeah, my daughter was picking on Lily today, getting her all wound up. Yeah, she picked her up to cuddle her, and she started growling and hissing at her. So I said, okay, if you're going to be that way, I'll just give you something to complain about. So she started scruffling her really rough, and just basically just aggravating her and whatnot. And she was growling and hissing and all of that other kind of stuff, at her, you know. And so anyhow, she got over her tiff anyway, because she gets that way sometimes. And the only way to get her out of being such a grump is to pick at her until she really becomes really has something to complain about, right? And then she gets over it. So, but the funny thing is that she'll do that to her and get her all wound up and whatnot, and all in such a really raunchy mood. And then but the thing is, the funny part about it is that you let her go and she comes right back for more. So I don't think it bothers her as much as she tries to make us think it does. Yeah. Had a bird showed up on the at the bird feeder today, and Frankie was going, ooh, yeah, her eyes got as big as biggest silver dollars, and she's just totally fascinated by this bird that was sitting there. And so anyhow, she was having a good one. She was having a good old time without that. And being able to watch the bird eat, and the bird's not paying the least bit of attention to her. She said, I got a piece of glass between us, so we're good. So, yeah, that's the first time we've put a bird feeder outside the window where she can see the birds feeding. And so, yeah, with Lily, all she likes to do is lay on that table under the window and with the curtain pulled back where she's laying in the sun. She's sunbathing, kind of thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're getting there slowly, but we are getting there. There. Looks pretty good. But like I said, it is shiny. Ooh, look at that. I'm telling you, it's like, sometimes it'll pick up and sometimes it won't. Lily, what are you doing? Can hear her moving around in the closet. I don't know what she's doing. But anyway, so we got 39 minutes. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing all right. Yeah. Yeah, but this ABs, they go all the way up the side here. Yeah. Mm. Mm. I'm not talking much. I'm listening to the music more than I am talking. So I don't have a lot to talk about. Yeah. Yeah. When you live the quiet life, you don't have a lot of conversation. So, yeah, my daughter's order from what, Bath and Body, Body and Bath, or whatever it's called. Anyways, that came in today. My grandson, he gave her a gift card for Bath and Body Works for Christmas, and so she used her gift card and bought herself a bunch of smelly good stuff. So, yeah. What she does is she waits until everything goes on sale pretty much. Like after a holiday. And then she'll pick it up for, you know, a partial or a portion of what it was originally marked for. And so I don't blame her. So she got herself a whole box of smelly good stuff that's, the body spray and stuff like that. And and then before she went to work, she went in and took a nice hot bath and got herself all spiffied up, got herself smelling really good before she went to work. Yeah, it's about the only thing she does to pamper herself is the smelly good stuff that comes from Bath and Body Works. Yeah. All righty. A little bit more going further up. Yeah. It's way up underneath. How about we just pull this up a little bit and we'll get to it. Yeah. And so anyhow, oh, would you come on already? Jeez. There. I'm trying to finish up this little spot without having to go after more wax is what I'm doing. One more. There we go. All right, there we go. Got that. So let's put this one away. Come on. There we go. All righty. That over there. And we're going to do this one. This is the P that's in here. And this is one I suspect is fairy dust. So, yeah. because it's not shiny like the others. I mean, it's got a little bit of a shine, but not much. So I'm going to assume, I'm going to just say that I'm going to guess that this is probably fairy dust. Yeah. Yeah. But it's actually working up pretty quick. Yeah. I'll have to check in with KY Philly, Sherry, find out how far she's gotten on her red cover bridge. Because the last time I talked to her through email, she said she wasn't even halfway through it yet. I said, okay. But I don't expect it to, because she does have a lot on her plate. She got a lot more to do than I do. So she has her family that she has to take care of, and then she's got her grandchildren that come and visit all the time, and then she's got she's a caregiver, plus she works. I think she said that 1 day a week, I think. And so anyhow, so she's got her hands full. And then she's got all the videos that she does and the lives. So she's one busy lady. Let's put it that way. So she really can't dedicate that much time to one painting, But that's all right. She'll eventually get it done. I got faith in her. She can do it. She'll do it eventually. So. I dropped one by mistake here. There we go. But, so I have to, it's been a couple of days, so I'll just check in with her, find out how far she's gotten on her painting, out of curiosity, more than anything. And I saw Star on the live the other night, and it was great to see her. I'm glad she's up and about, and she's slowly getting better. We're all still praying for her. Come on. And so. But I'm glad she's starting to feel a little bit better anyway. I know everybody's been missing her. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. So I'm not going to stay on here much longer, because it's going on 50 minutes. So I'm going to finish up this little section here, and then I think we're going to wrap this up, and I'm going to go fix myself a bowl of soup. Yeah. Because it's supposed to be cold again tonight. So, because it's down to, it's still at 34, so. But it feels colder. Yeah. So I'm going to fix myself a bowl of cream of chicken soup. And I think I'm going to make a cheese sandwich to go with it. And I think that's going to be my supper for tonight. Yeah, I eat a lot of soups. I do. Yeah. And so that's what I think I'm going to do tonight for supper. And my daughter, there's plenty of leftovers from last night, so everybody's eating spaghetti again tonight. And because there's plenty of leftovers from what she said. And so I'm just going to have some soup because I don't like the red tomato sauce that goes with spaghetti. Let's rephrase it. It's not that I don't like it. It doesn't like me. Let's put it that way. And so I try to avoid it as much as possible. It's just, I don't know, it's too acidic or something. I don't know what's going on. And it's not that, I mean, it's just got too much acid in it for me. So it's weird because I love tomatoes, but unfortunately, tomatoes have gotten where they don't like me anymore. And so there's a lot of things that I used to be able to eat that I can't eat anymore. One of my all-time favorites was chili. I used to love chili. Unfortunately, I can't eat that anymore either. It's always something. And so I just find alternatives. That's why I keep a lot of soup and stuff in the house. And I'll eat, like I'll make some kind of romaine noodles and, some kind of meat or whatever, and vegetables chopped up in it. And I'll eat that. Sometimes I'll eat that for dinner. So. But I don't like using that powdered stuff that they got that comes with the romaine. I don't use that because it's way too much salt for me. So I use my own ingredients. All right. And that way I cut back. It kind of controls the salt intake. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so anyway. Yeah, my daughter thought I was crazy. I told her, I said, do we have any hot dogs? And she goes, no, I don't think so. Why? I said, because I want a hot dog. And she goes, what? And I said, yeah, I want a hot dog. So, I don't know. And I'm not that big on hot dogs. But the other day, I just wanted a hot dog for some reason. But I didn't get it because we didn't have any. So, anyhow. So, but that's all right. Okay, I think we're done. That's it. We got peas up under here, but I'm not going to go after them. I'll go after them later. Okay, but anyway, we got a little bit of it done. I'll come back here in a little while and after I eat some supper. And work on it some more. Yeah. But anyway, there you go. We got some of it done. Yeah. Get that off of there. Yep. There we go. There. Yeah, I want to save these sheets and maybe put a sticker or something on it and use them for cover sheets, release papers. Because I like the heavy plastic. So that's what I want to do, and I don't want to destroy them in the process. So I do it this way. And then what I'll do is I'll take and I'll put stickers, like little stickers right in the middle or whatever. So that way you know where they end and begin, kind of thing. But anyway, so we're going to get off here. And so y'all take care tonight. Stay warm. If you're in the area where it's cold and wet and snowy and rainy or whatever. And take care of yourselves. Love one another. And remember, Jesus loves you. And we will see you on the next one. So take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.